Hello, rolar, né? Rasgando todo mundo super bem pra caramba aí, de marca das contas e coisa e tal. Tomara que sim, galera. Então, voltamos aqui mais uma vezinha hoje, novamente, somente. Pra fazer essa corridinha horrorosa aqui na Austrália. Debaixo de chuva pra cacete. Então voltei só pra fazer isso mesmo, só pra cumprir tabela e acabar com isso e tirar isso do caminho. Porque eu não tô nem um pouco afim, na verdade, de fazer essa corrida aqui. Mas tem que fazer, então vamos meter bronca. Vamos nessa, vai chover pra Dedéu, já sei a corrida inteira, vão ser 29 voltas debaixo da chuva, passando perrengue. E sei lá, mano, se tiver safety car, então ferrou, porque aí o pneu vai esfriar e já era, game over. O que eu vou fazer? Eu vou subir inclusive aqui a temperatura não, subir a pressão dos pneus um pouquinho. Ah, não interessa, não quero saber, cala a boca. Já vi tudo isso hoje mais cedo. Então, vou fazer aqui agora só mexer nisso, na pressão dos pneus. Olha isso, cara. Querendo... Ai, meu Deus do céu. Bom. 29 voltas, né? Vou botar aqui gasolina para 29 mesmo e tudo bem. Tomara que dê, se não der paciência, vai faltar gasolina no final. É isso aqui, essa é a estratégia. Estratégia. Tá certinho isso mesmo, uma parada só. Ah, a gente tem que entrar aqui. É setup, onde é que tá o setup aqui, ó? Tem branco. Aí aqui eu entro no setup do carro, eu não posso mexer no setup, mas eu posso mexer nisso aqui, ó. Então eu vou botar aqui mais um grauzinho de pressão em cada pneu, ó. Pronto. Ficou? Ficou, né? Então tá bom. E é isso, vambora. E dane-se. Porque eu não, como eu disse, eu não tô nem um pouco afim de fazer isso aqui, mas não vai. Botei os AIs a 50% pra ficar bem molezinha mesmo. Eu vou ficar assim, me arrastando na pista. Os AIs teoricamente mais fraquinhos. Nem andar pra frente você consegue, carro. Tá de sacanagem, né? Tava andando bem pra frente, continua, só segue. E agora que a porradaria começou? Calma aí que eu tô aqui. Joga na grama pra não bater nos outros. Eita caralho. Deu ultrapassagem ilegal. Tipo, eu fui na grama pra não bater, cara. Não fui na grama pra ultrapassar ninguém, não. Tinha um cara na minha frente ali que eu achei... Ó, de novo, ó. Essa Williams vem pra cima aqui. Eu joguei lá na grama pra não bater ninguém. Tem alguém batendo aqui em mim. Não tá deixando eu andar pra frente. Meu Deus do céu. Um carro grudou no meio e ficou assim, me arrastando. Ele levou. Já viu como é que vai ser essa corridinha hoje, né? Não, restart. É. Sem contar que não dá pra ver nada também por causa do spray, né? Meu Deus do céu. Bem devagarzinho. Sai da frente aí, Enzo. Porra, já vem bloquear aqui a minha passagem já. Sai. Sai que eu tô aqui. Bora, Pedrinho, acelera essa porra aí. Caralho, maluco, tá me vendo aqui não? Não é esse pela saca não, Williams. É o álbum. Ô, Albon, tu não tá me vendo não? Tá cego? Aí o álbum me trava e 10 pessoas me passam lá do outro lado lá. Porra, tu não vai andar pra frente, deixa eu ir embora. Não, ele me travou só pros outros me passarem. Trabalhando em conduio. Cara, não dá pra ver nada, mano. Vai ser 29 voltas disso aqui mesmo. Tá de sacanagem esse jogo. Vou mergulhar aqui pra cima de todo mundo, não quero nem saber, vambora. Tá na água mesmo, a água é pra mergulhar. Vamos tentar assim, devagarzinho, passando de um em um, sempre que der. Como é que tá a temperatura do pneu? Deixa eu ver aqui a temperatura inicial. 62, 63. Vai tentar manter nessa faixa aí a corrida inteira. Eita, segura. Vai ser difícil, mas vamos ver. Eu acho que a tendência é o pneu esfriar, entendeu? E aí você começa a perder a aderência, obviamente. Ai, meu caralho, olha essa porra dessa Alpine aqui querendo me foder. Sai pra lá, juventude. Passei mesmo, vambora. Ei, segura. Kevin, o Magnolia aqui na frente. Bora, Kevin, acelera isso aí, Kevin. Landon Norris com a volta mais rápida. Olha só, quem diria. Também que não, ele largou na pole, não é verdade. Eu esqueci. Sai pra lá que eu tô passante, Kevin. Vamos atrás do tsunami agora. Calma aí, tsunami, que eu tô passante pra caramba também. Agora vamos atrás do Guanyu Joe. O pneuzinho vai congelar, mano. Já não consigo andar. Eu ia mergulhar ali pra cima do Joe, achei que não ia dar. Preferi esperar um pouquinho. Não. Vou andar um pouquinho mais rápido aqui. Ah, o carro tá acoplando fácil ali. Eita lá! Sai um pouquinho mais forte aqui, Guanyu Joe. Agora aqui na curvinha a gente pega ele, ó. Na freadinha aqui. Sai, Guanyu Joe, olha que filha das putas. Vou te jogar lá no muro também, só de sacanagem, mané. Porra, mano. O cara maluco vendendo caro mesmo a posição. Assim, tá certo ele, né, mas... foi no limite do que seria aceitável ali, né? Justo. Limite da regra. Landerners 1:35.2. Ah, essa corrida vai levar uma semana. Galera fazendo volta na casa de 1:35. E eu tô mais lento ainda. Tá bom. Pegar o Theo Porsche aqui. Ih, morreu, meu carro não vai frear. Freou. Mal, mas freou. Não, Theo Porsche. Vai se fuder. Me bateu de volta, mas safado. Não aceitou que perdeu, não. Oh. Tu é... bota naquele cara lá, que não quer aceitar que perdeu? Vai pra lá, Theo Porsche. Safadinho. Bora, vamos devagarzinho que aos pouquinhos a gente vai. O pneuzinho tá se mantendo na casa, na faixa ali dos 63 graus, então tá bom. Ele não tá esfriando, como eu achei que ele esfriaria. Mas também não tá esquentando, tudo isso é mal, porque depois do pit stop vai ser complicado. Depois do pit stop, como é que eu vou fazer para aquecer o meu pneu? Aqui, no caso, o pneu já vem aquecido, porque o jogo simula para você, como se você tivesse feito a volta a formação, né? Como é que é? Hora de apresentação. E aí o pneu vem, ó, bandeira amarela, por favor, não dê safety car não, por favor. Safety car vai matar a temperatura do pneu. Então você já vem com o pneu aquecido no início da corrida. Agora depois que você para no box e bota... Ó, o Theo Porsche vazou, só lamento. Isso aí é... isso é karma, mané, pra você. Tu tentou me fuder. Ah, safety car não, caralho. Safety car não. Porra, caralho. Para com o bagulho de safety car, mané. Vai fuder a temperatura do meu pneu. Justamente isso que eu tava falando. Vai dar de novo? Não, não deu. Ótimo. Beleza, então se você usa o flashback pode ser que anule o save de cara. Beleza, bom saber. Bom saber. Aí, volta mais rápido, ó. LARA freaking CROFT, porra. Vamos aí, ó. 1:34. Bom, com menos carro na frente, pelo menos não tem spray, né? Aí dá pra enxergar um pouquinho melhor a pista. Pelo menos. Ô, Drogovic, é ele que tá aqui na nossa frente. Não tinha nem me ligado nisso. Ô, Drogovic, você por aí, menino? Vem cá, Drogovic. Tira pra trás aí. Isso, passa lá. Vaza. Vaza que eu não te dei permissão pra dar na minha frente, Drogovic. Tem que pedir permissão, mano, em 3 vias. Autenticada. Cartório. E assinada pelo presidente do universo. Pra poder andar na minha frente. Tu tem esses documentos aí contigo? Então só lamento. Vaza. Eita, quase que eu rodei. Caralho, perdi a traseira ali. Ia dar corte de pista, né? Porque eu tirei o pé ali pra segurar a traseira do carro e não deu corte de pista. Ô Tcheco aqui, oi Tcheco, tudo bem? Eita lá, segura, foi braba. Eu falei, eu ia botar os ais fraquinhos mesmo, só pra gente ficar aqui rodando de um lado pro outro. Porque eu não queria estresse. Essa corrida aqui. Já é estresse pilotar na pista desse jeito aqui. Eu vou querer ter estresse de competir com os aí, mas nem. Ah, é 1:33 pra vocês. Olha o Tcheco aqui me fudendo também. Vai, Tcheco, vai lá na grama agora, ó. Vai lá comer um capinzinho, vai. Isso, capinzinho mexicano. Bora atrás do Jorginho Russo agora. Jorginho que ainda está na Mercedes, Jorginho. Bom, né? Pelo menos tá tranquilo ali. Oh, please. Dude. Jorginho. Vem cá, Jorginho. É o menino Jorge, né? Deixa eu ver, são 29 voltas, eu vou fazer 15 e aí eu paro pra fazer mais 14. Ou não, na verdade sou nem obrigado a parar, né? Vou parar o quê? Vou parar porra nenhuma. Parar só se esse pneu aqui ficar muito ruim, chegar num ponto esse pneu tá tipo, porra, horroroso. Aí eu paro, senão, mano, vamos até o final nesse pneu aqui, nem me dane-se. A gente não é obrigado a parar quando tem chuva. Vou aqui, ó, mentira, vou aqui. Ai, Jorginho, não vem que não tem não. Vai se dar mal comigo aí, Jorginho. Tá cheio de gracinha você, né, Jorginho? Quem é o próximo? É o Ricardinho da galera. É o Ricardinho correndo em casa, hein? Ricardinho querendo mostrar serviço. Tá correndo aqui nos Austrália. Mas a gente vai estragar a festa do Ricardinho. Ricardinho achando que ele vai pegar um pódiozinho ali, ó. Tá no P3. Ele já fez um pódio no Bahrein. Ele tá ali, tadinho, achando que ele vai fazer outro. Você vai dar pódio seguido. Não, já, Ricardinho. No que depender de mim, não. Gosto muito de você, mas não vai ter outro pódio. Hey Hunger, how's it going? How are you doing, my friend? Welcome back. As you can see, I'm just struggling in the rain. I'm struggling in the rain. Just struggling in the rain. Yep, exactly. And I'm just, the AIs are super weak, like 50% or so. And I'm just driving around because I want to get this race out of the way because it's gonna be 29 laps of this. And you know how much I hate this, right? So much rain. It's barely impossible to keep the car on track. So yeah, it's just annoying. I just want to get this out of the way. So I put the AIs very weak and I'm just driving around and until the end, and hopefully we can finish in P1 because the AIs are weak, not because I'm driving super well, because I'm not. You're working right now? Oh, sorry to hear that, my friend, but I hope you're doing good. And once again, thank you very much for coming by, checking out the stream. I hope you're having a good day at work, or a good night actually. Oh, Danny Rick, what are you doing? I forgot it's also night for you there. But yeah, have a good night of work, my friend, and get some rest as soon as you can as well. Which is what I'm gonna do as soon as I'm done with this little race here. You get to work from home? Oh, that's good then. I mean, although it's the evening, at least you're working from home. I thought you were out in the world working during the night. You were like the night shift guy. And there's nothing wrong with that, of course, but at the same time, I would rather be the day shift guy instead of the night shift guy. I like to be at home at night, you know? I think most people do, I don't know. Anyway, we're going after Lance Stroll here, and London Norris is leading the race. But we're gonna Pokemon the shit out of them, meaning we're gonna catch them all, and we will. It's just a matter of time. I'm just annoyed about driving in these conditions. It's just really boring and annoying, and you gotta be very careful because anything you do can end with you in the wall. Excuse me, Lance Stroll, thank you very much. Really appreciate you letting me go. You are a workaholic? Yeah. I wouldn't say I am a workaholic myself. I like to work as long as I'm working with something that I like. Then sure. I mean, I teach basketball to kids and teenagers and even adults. I can totally do that for hours and hours and hours when we're just having fun doing that and etc. But at the same time, I really like to rest when I'm not working. Anyway, let's see about the strategy that Jeff's suggesting.
Got that confirmed.
Yeah, Jeff, thank you very much. I'm gonna do my own strategy. He's saying we can change the tires on lap 16. maybe I'm gonna do it on lap 15 or something. Maybe I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna keep these tires until the end. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Depends on how bad the tires are gonna be in a few laps from now. Shit! We had to lift up a little bit there. For now, the tires seem to be okay. I'm being able to keep them on the same temperature since the beginning of the race, which is good. So yeah, there's no need to change the tires right now. If I follow the NBA, yes, kind of. I mean, there were 2 games on Prime Video yesterday here in Brazil. I don't know if Prime Video also streams games there for you guys in the US, but here in Brazil this season, Prime Video is actually broadcasting a couple of games every Tuesday and sometimes also on Thursdays. But anyway, there were 2 games yesterday, but I was doing other things that I couldn't actually watch them. So I pick at some NBA games here and there. Take a little pick and alright, cool. But yeah, I'm not currently watching lots of games, but from time to time I still do. But anyway, why do you ask? Do you watch NBA games as well? All I know is that Golden State lost yesterday because one of my students is a Golden State Warriors fan, and we're always teasing him because of that. Like, hey, Golden State's gonna lose, blah blah blah. I have nothing against Golden State. I just like to tease people about their favorite teams, etc. But anyway, I was teasing him about it yesterday, and he sent me a picture while Golden State was 6 points ahead in the lead. And then half an hour later, he sends me another message saying, well, Golden State lost. And I was like, oh shit. I felt bad about it. I was like, I'm sorry, I say that as a joke, not that I was wishing you would lose and then they actually lost. So I was like, shit. You follow it? Cool. What is your favorite team in the NBA? Mine is Chicago Bulls because of Michael Jordan, of course. Also because that's when I started to watch NBA when I was still a teenage in the mid-90s. And then, of course, Michael Jordan and the Bulls were the best ones. And I was like, man, I'm gonna be a fan of these guys. So yeah, I'm still a Chicago Bulls fan, although now Chicago Bulls is kind of not that great. But it's okay, I'm still a fan. But I also like the Los Angeles Lakers. But the Lakers piss me off most of the time. Because they can always play even worse than you thought. You cheer for the Lakers as well? Yep. So you know what I'm talking about. They can really screw it up sometimes, right? You also like the Milwaukee Bucks? Cool. Because of Giannis Antetokounmpo. I like him very much. He's obviously a great player, but also a great person. I like his energy, his personality. But yeah, I'm mainly a Chicago Bulls fan, and then the Lakers will be my second team in the NBA. Hey Londonaris, can you let me go please? Because I'm really tired of this spray on my face. Thank you. Alright, so that was it. We got to the lead, now we have another 19 laps to go. And I'm just gonna be dragging my ass down the circuit right now because, yeah. I can't actually just push like crazy in these conditions because I suck in these conditions. Chicago had a good season last year. Yep, yeah, actually they did. They started pretty well this season as well, like in the first week, but I don't know how they're doing right now. But I heard that they had a pretty good first week of games, and people were saying, hey, maybe Chicago is gonna be in the playoffs again this year, blah blah blah. I don't know. They will never be as great as they were before, because unless they get another Michael Jordan, which is not gonna happen to any team. But that would have to happen to Chicago. They would need like a very good team with a lot of very good players, so they could be big as that again. I don't think that's gonna happen, which is a shame, but it's okay. They made it to the playoffs last season, yeah, I remember that. I remember. I hope they do it again this season, and then that they go even farther than they did last season. I hope the Lakers do well, but the Lakers are just amazing. I mean, it's amazing how they can screw things up, even when they actually have like a pretty damn good team. I mean, they have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, sorry, and they also have Russell Westbrook. And Russell is not playing that well, of course, but he's still a pretty good player. He's just not playing well. And they have a bunch of other pretty good players there with them as well. So it's really incredible how the Lakers can screw up so much, having a pretty good team. But they've been doing that for the last 3 or 4 seasons already. Like, what the fuck? Get your shit together, guys. Come on. Not well as an understatement. Yep. I know, right? I really like them. I like the team. I like pretty much all of those players. So that's why it pisses me off. How can a bunch of very good players just can't produce and perform as well as they should or as they could, considering the team that they have? And as I said, it's been happening for the last 3 or 4 seasons already. So I don't know what's wrong with the Lakers. If it's psychological or I don't know. Ooh, fastest lap again. I think the track is slightly better to drive right now. I mean, a little less water. That's why I'm getting slightly faster. It's not because I'm driving better, because I'm totally not. Whoops. Another purple sector, so maybe we can get another good lap here. Yeah, you think trading for Westbrook was not a good move? Yeah, maybe it wasn't. I agree with you. I mean, Russell Westbrook is a pretty damn good player, period. But it doesn't matter if he can't work well with other players and or if the other players and the rest of the team cannot work well along with him, you know. So it's not as simple as just putting all the best players together on the same team. That doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work, because they need to have a good chemistry between each other and actually work together and help one another to achieve a common goal. And depending on the characteristics of each player, if you put them all together, it's just not gonna work. It doesn't matter how good they are. I think that's one of the things that happens to the Lakers, for example. They have a bunch of very good players. They just don't work together well, or not well enough as they should or could. But I honestly don't know how to make that work, or if it's possible or not. I think it depends on them, on themselves to, as I said, get their shit together and make it work. You know, I don't know. It's weird. They don't have good defense anymore. Yep, that's also true. Lakers defense is very, very poor for what I saw on their first game against Golden State this year. Their defense was just ridiculous. Caruso and Kuzma were great defenders. I agree. I also didn't like when they were traded. I didn't know them very well, but then I watched them play for the last couple of years or something. Anyway, whenever they were still at the Lakers, I believe it was 2020/21, right? But anyway, and then they were traded, and the fans loved them, like they were like fan favorites. And then they got replaced, and yet they were very good defensive players. So I was like, what the hell? I think it was a mistake to get rid of those players. They were clearly team players. They used to play for each other, for the rest of the team, not for themselves. So it was a mistake to trade them because of that as well. Caruso was a free agent. Yep. I think Caruso was also arrested or something, right? For something silly related to marijuana or whatever. I don't remember. But anyway, it's a shame. I think they were great in the Lakers. I think I was actually playing NBA 2K20. If you remember. I used to play that and stream a little bit of it. Anyway, and I used to have Kuzma and Caruso on the team. I really like to use those players on my roster because I was playing as the Los Angeles Lakers. You remember that? Yep. Drug possession, yeah, probably something like that. I may be wrong, but I think that was the reason why Caruso was arrested. But then he was released a few weeks later or something like that. But yeah, I really like him, the way he plays the game. Also Kuzma, I like it, Kuzma. I think it was a shame when they both left the Lakers. I mean, when Lakers let them go. Okay, what lap's this? Lap 16. Yeah, I should box whenever the AI boxes. No. So I'm gonna wait until the game tells me Drugovic is boxing, and then I'm gonna go and box myself, just to get some fresh rubber. I think they're gonna box now. Yep, there you go.
Okay, Felipe's in the pit lane. Felipe in the pits.
All right, we can box on the next lap. What about my tire temperature? 56, 55, no, 65, 64, 63. Alright, looks good. I hope I can warm up the new tires to the same temperatures and keep them here until the end. Actually, I don't even need to box. I'm gonna keep an eye on the gap to the cars behind. If they are getting closer, then I'm gonna box. If not, I'm just gonna stay out. That's the only good thing about a rainy race. You don't need to box. You can complete the race without making a pit stop if you want. You don't have to box as on a regular race. So I don't know. I'm only gonna box if really necessary. I mean, the car is not that great. The tires are not that great right now, but the AIs are so weak that I think I can stay out and still gain on them anyway. So right now the gap is 30.4. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. If it's decreasing, then I'm gonna box. Kuzma was a liability on the offense. Yep, I also agree with that. But that's also because he was too young, right? He was still like a rookie or a sophomore or whatever. So he just needed more experience. Because he had the potential to be pretty good. But I remember him making some pretty good plays and then making some terrible plays, like shooting in moments that he shouldn't shoot, and etc. But once again, I believe that comes with experience. It's because he was too young, and maybe the Lakers wasn't patient enough with him. I don't know. They just got rid of him and brought other people that don't play as well. Oops. Nope. Almost spun in the middle of the damn straight. Like, what the hell? Never move. Outcast. I think I'm gonna do an Ocon here and just don't stop. I'm gonna complete the full race without stopping. Yep, I was just 2 seconds faster in this lap. So we are still 2 seconds faster than the other AIs. There's no need to box right now. Piastri is out. Oh no, he's also an Australian driver. So he's out of his home. God damn it! No! No! Fuck! Fuck! Can I try to avoid the safety car? I mean, the problem with the safety car is that the tire temperature is gonna go down like a lot. Then it's gonna be super hard to warm the tires up. I don't think that wasn't the reason he was inconsistent on his performance due to better players getting minutes, probably. Yeah. You watched the games more than I did, so you're probably right. I'm just saying that I like it, Kuzma, and I think it was a shame that he was traded, but yeah. If it was better for the team, that's okay. Okay, Piastri's out, then we're gonna have safety car. I'm gonna box now. If there's a safety car. Okay, no safety car this time. Okay, cool. We were able to change the past or change the future or whatever. No safety car this time. Cool. That saved my ass. Because if there was a safety car, I would have like very cold tires and all the AIs on my back, and it's gonna be very hard to drive, and I don't know. It's better to avoid this safety car right now. Sometimes the safety car can be helpful, but not in this particular situation right now. Whoopsie doopsie. You watch the highlights, you can watch a full game. Yeah, I feel you. That's pretty much what I do as well. Sometimes I just watch a few highlights here and there. And even when I watch a full game, I just leave the computer open while the game is being broadcasted, and I'm doing other stuff. And I just look at the screen here and there, try to get a glimpse of what's going on. I remember I used to sit in front of a TV and the computer for like 3 hours to watch a full game. I mean, that's cool and etc., but I just can't do it anymore. I have other things to do as well. I think spending 3 hours doing just that is a lot. Unless I really have nothing else to do and I'm like super bored or something, which is rare. I wish I had that time, that free time to be bored for not having anything to do. Yeah, nothing to do. I used to have a lot of that when I was a teenager, but after you become an adult and you have to work and provide and etc. Nope. I miss being a teenager, not having too many responsibilities. Best period of my life.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start.
Yes, Jeff, I'm not gonna box unless it's really necessary, Jeff, don't worry. Jeff is worried about the tires. Soccer though is fun to watch. Do you think so? I really don't like soccer. I think it's super boring to watch soccer. I actually like to watch basketball, although the NBA games are too long. But I love watching basketball, the sport, because it always has amazing plays going on and etc. And soccer is the opposite. Soccer is like super boring. There's nothing happening for the most part. Sometimes you watch a full game and the final score is 0-0. Like there weren't any goals or anything. Maybe a few players, maybe a few plays that were like almost goals but still no goals, so nobody scored. It's just like, what the hell? I never liked too much soccer. Although I am Brazilian and Brazil is still considered to be the country of soccer, blah blah. Everybody here loves that shit, of course, but I'm not one of those. I'm not a big fan. I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm also not a big soccer fan. I think it's kind of boring to watch. It's fun to play. Although I'm not a good soccer player, I'm actually pretty bad. But it's still fun to play. I mean, when you're just goofing around with friends and etc., it's fun to play, but boring to watch, in my opinion. Do you play soccer as well? Or any other sports in real life? I mean, even if just for fun with friends or stuff like that. I play a lot of basketball with my kids, my students, I mean, not my actual kids, students. I not only teach them, but I also play with them from time to time. Play basketball with them. And it's fun. Of course. You don't play baseball when you were a kid? Cool, cool. Baseball is cool as well. I remember I used to watch a lot of baseball some years back. I think it's a super laid-back sport, but I like that actually. I mean, you play there, you just stand there, you beat a ball with a bat, and then you run after the ball, and then you just stand there a little more. You talk to each other all the time, blah blah blah. And then you run a little bit. It's super laid back, and I like that about baseball. Bobby, can you let me go, please? Bobby? Ooh, Bobby! Do you spin, Bobby? What are you doing? Bobby almost spawned in front of me. Come on, Bobby. Just let me go. Don't get too excited, Bobby. The World Series is going on right now. Oh, really? Who are the teams on the World Series this year? Oh boy. Yep. Yeah, tire temperatures are fine. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. What about the fuel? Are we okay on fuel? Yep, we have almost 3 extra laps of fuel. Wow. I started with 0 extra laps. Now we have 3. So we are saving a lot of fuel. Even without trying to. We are pretty slow because of the track conditions, of course, so that helps to save fuel. The Phillies and the Astros, cool. I used to have a baseball cap, Houston Astros baseball cap when I was a kid. Because I remember when baseball was kind of popular here in Brazil. Not exactly popular, but when we started to get our first cable channels and etc. So we were finally able to watch American sports and etc. like American football and baseball and etc. Then some of these American sports products were also commercialized here in Brazil, and then my dad became an instant fan of these sports and etc. So from time to time he would buy like a baseball cap or something like that. Anyway, I remember I had a Houston Astros baseball cap. I also had a Minnesota Twins baseball cap. And my brother, his name is Pedro, and he had a Phillies baseball cap because it's a P, right? The letter P, just like in the first letter in his name, Pedro. So he used to say it was P from Pedro, not because of the Phillies, but because anyway. He used to love that baseball cap when we were kids, because he was like, hey, I have a baseball cap with my letter. And there was no baseball cap with the letter G of Gustavo, and I was like, god damn it. There's no baseball cap for me. Yeah. Oh shit, I think I hit the wall there. So the same about my dad's wife, for example. Her name is Angela, and then she used to have a baseball cap from the Angels or whatever. I don't remember whatever the team that was, but maybe it was. I think it was Oakland Athletics or something. Anyway, their logo is the letter A with a halo on top of it. Maybe it was the Angels or something like that. But anyway, so she used to wear that shit a lot as well. Yep, the Angels. Yep, that team. The Oakland Athletics is an A and an S, right? A small S, capital A and small S, right? The Cleveland Guardians. Oh, so there is a baseball team with a G now. I don't know if is it a new team or something, or my dad just wasn't looked lucky enough to find that baseball cap when I was a kid. Because he told me, "Hey Gustavo, I'm sorry I couldn't find any cap with a G on it," and I was like, "It's okay, Dad, no problem." Then he gave me the Houston Astros one because the letter H is very close to the letter G, I think. That wasn't the reason, but anyway. Yeah, Jeff, it's okay. There's only 5 laps left. Jeff, I'm not gonna box. We're 43 seconds ahead. It's all good, Jeff. Don't worry. I just wanna finish this race now. It was just renamed for this year from the Indians. Oh yeah, because of the Indians of and all of the racist problems, which I think it was actually right to do that. I mean, to avoid problems as well, show respect and avoid problems. That was a good thing. But anyway, so yeah, so it's a new team. Okay, so that makes sense. That's why there was no team with a G, the baseball cap with a G when I was a kid. So my dad was actually right then. It wasn't his fault, he just couldn't do anything about it. Ugh, shit. Do not spin. We are so close to the end now. Oh shit. Please brake. Oh no. Well, I'm still kicking. Yeah, the tires are pretty bad now, but I'm not gonna box now with only 4 laps remaining. Of course I'm not gonna box. It's okay. We are still faster than anyone else on the track, so. Was just renamed. Oh, sorry, I read that already. All set up. Oops. Why is the game stuttering? Windows, stop doing some background stuff, please. I think game mode is on, but that doesn't stop Windows from doing some shit on the background. God damn it. Albono, can you just let me go? Right. Shit. Let me see. Oops. Disagree because it suppresses Indian culture. A little mascot for the Atlanta Braves was the actual Indian and didn't want the team name to change. Yeah. I mean, I think it doesn't matter what they decide to do. There's always gonna be someone who's unhappy with whatever decision they take, you know. So maybe they just did whatever they thought it was right to please as many people as possible. I don't know. I mean, as long as there's no disrespect intended, I think it's all good. I mean, if the indigenous people are okay with some teams having those names and etc., then it's okay, just keep it. But if they are not happy about it, if they themselves consider it to be racism or whatever, then yeah, just do whatever they're asking. Just respect them and their decision. But I also understand that sometimes it's hard for the fans who were used to a team having a certain name or a certain mascot for years and years and years, and then now it suddenly changes. So yeah, it's not that easy to simply accept and adapt. Oh, thank you, Gasly. Oh, bye. Gosh dang it. What laps is this? So we're gonna open lap 27. Okay, so it's gonna be 3 laps. 3 laps to go as soon as we cross the line. Let's go. Oops. Tires are really bad. Whoa, whoa. God bless you, please. Heaven knows the place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome. What's going on there? Can you let me go? Thank you. Thank you, Esteban Ocon. Ah! Okay! It wasn't even his fault. It's one of those things where they just did that, yet not many people asked for it. Yeah, probably. It's the end of the world as we know it. Yeah. That's the name of a REM song that I love, by the way. And then they say, and I feel fine. So yeah. Heaven knows a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, we're almost done here, thank God. We're gonna overtake Mick Schumacher again. Ah, shit. Let me finish this race, please, game. I just want to finish this race and then go to bed, get some rest, you know. I have to work tomorrow. It's a work day tomorrow, game. Come on. Can you let me finish this, please? I'm tired. I hate races in the rain. Can we just finish this now? On a Sunday afternoon. Mick Schumacher, can you just move, please? Wow, we got the fastest lap now. I wasn't even pushing, and my tires are completely dead, but still we got the fastest lap. Alright. Cool. That's an extra point. So I totally want it. Don't have to say, Mrs. Robinson has gone away. Hey, hey, hey.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, we have more than enough, Chef. Don't worry about fuel. Alright, Chef. You can even go home already, Jeff, if you want, because nothing else is gonna happen here. You're free to go if you want, Jeff. Get some rest. I'll see you on the next run. Just got a purple sector. Wow. We are actually getting faster. Is the track conditions improving? And I'm not exactly aware of it. Oh, Magnussen, thank you very much. Or am I actually driving better in the rain? Less likely. It's probably just the track conditions improving. Because my tires are pretty bad. And I suck in the rain, so... yeah. I don't know how we are actually getting faster. Okay. That was not the fastest lap. But it's okay. This is the final lap, thank God. Let's go. She says she loves you. That means a lot. Ooh, yeah. A friend says that a love is never true. But ooh, shit. apply to you. A touch can mean so much when it's all you've got. But when she says she loves you, that means a lot. Love can be deep inside. Love can be suicide. Can't you see you can hide what you feel when it's real? A friend says that a love but you know that your love is all you've got. Back! Final corner was just, not the final, but second to last was terrible. Okay, we got this done. Yay! Bam! We have a winner, Jeff. And it's totally me. Oh yeah!
You've done it! Well done! Great!
Well done, well done. This race was a joke, I know. But at least we got it out of the way. We don't need to race in a soaking wet Australia again. At least not until the rest of this season. Maybe in the next season we're gonna get the same conditions. Hopefully not, but yeah.
Well, they have a car that comes alive in the conditions that we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is the drivers have confidence to attack. Having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, gets you on the brakes later, and can put you a long way up the road.
Makes you get
well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top three finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today.
Live and let die. So live and let die, let it die. Live and let die. I think this is one of the best covers that were ever made. The Guns N' Roses cover of Live and Let Die. I mean, the original song is great, but I really like the hard rock vibe that Guns N' Roses brought into this one. It's just perfect. The celebration with rockin' and rolling, yep. When you got a job, dude, you got to do it well. You got to give the other fella hey.
Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham. Come on, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Croft. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive.
All the Axl Rose's mannerisms in one song.
Continue to extend their lead at the top.
Okay, we got a 31.0. I think it was on the very last lap. We almost got a lap on the 130s. Cool. Let's check this out. I didn't box. I was the only guy not boxing. Also Theo Pochet, but Theo Pochet did not finish. So Piastri was an Australian driver who also did not finish. So the Australian people certainly not happy about that. Let me see. Yeah, I want to check my lap times. Was my final lap the fastest one? Yep, did a 1.0. Look at this. Fastest one was the final lap. Yeah. No incidents. How come? We have 2 DNFs. DNFs are usually considered incidents. The DNFs usually appear listed on the incidents tab, but no incidents. So those 2 DNFs didn't count. This game is crazy. Alright, let's check the championship standings. I'm leading, of course, with 2 wins. Danny Rick is P2. Look at that, Danny Rick. So the Australian people are actually pretty happy now, because they have an Australian on P2. Only 2 points ahead of Lando Norris. Drugovic is now P4, but he's only 4 points behind Danny Rick. So maybe Drugo can still bounce back. Then we have George Russell and Stroll, blah 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 blah, a whole bunch of other people there. Our team is still leading by only by 20 points, which is not much, but it's okay because this was only the 2nd race in the season. There's still another 14 races to go, so Hopefully we can get another title at the end of this one. Let's check the highlights just to see the overtakes from the first laps. I started from the back as usual, P22, but the AIs were super weak, so of course this race was super easy. It was just an annoying, an inconvenience to drive in the rain. Other than that, the race was just, it wasn't even a race. And yes, this was on purpose because of how much I hate driving in the rain. If I was slightly better driving in the rain, if I actually liked it, of course I would have made the AIs competitive so we could have some fun, but I really hate driving in the rain. And also the AIs in this game are cheating with superpowers and etc, so I really don't wanna compete on the same level the AIs in these conditions. That would have been an even bigger pain in the ass. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make the AI super easy to beat, and I'm just gonna drive around for 29 laps, and that was it. No regrets. Almost crashed into Latifi there, but then we got him. We tried to defend pretty well. Oh, we got Mick Schumacher as well. I didn't remember that. So we got Latifi and Schumacher on the same corner. I wonder, I'm alone and I'm an easy target. That you know. I wonder, I'm alone and I'm an easy target. That was Guan Yu Zhou trying all he could to defend, but nope, didn't work. Guan Yu Zhou, get out, get out, get out. Then we got Tel Pocher, and I think he almost got us back, like bam, like what the hell, Tel Pocher. Lap 6, that's when we overtook Danny Rick. Ooh, a little tap there on Danny Rick's bottom. Sorry, Danny Rick. And then it's already lap 29. That's just us crossing the line, and that's it. Here, I don't see the checkered flag. What the hell? Before we move on, I want to check if the tire allocation thing is gonna work again, because there was a patch released this week, like 3 or 4 days ago, and they finally gave the player the option to reallocate the tires, so we can choose if you want to use like 2 sets of softs on the first practice and then mediums for the second practice, and save hards for the racer, etc. And now we have a little bit more of liberty to decide what we want to do. We have 3 options now instead of just 1. But I only had these 3 options in the first race of the season, Bahrain, and then I didn't have any options for this one. I want to see if I'm gonna have options for the 3rd race. Otherwise, maybe it's glitched already, which is not a surprise. Or if this was made on purpose, then this is completely stupid, because what's the point if you can only choose the tire allocation for the first race in the season? Not to mention that I chose, there's the default one, then you have a softer one and a harder one. I chose the harder one, and then I noticed for Bahrain, I mean, and then I noticed that for Australia I was stuck with the harder one, which means the choice I made in the first race of the season carried on for the second race. And if the same happens here, then I'm stuck with that choice throughout the entirety of the season, which is obviously a mistake or a dumb decision by the developers if they did that on purpose. Anyway, we need to investigate and see exactly what's going on. I want this. I want 400 points for myself. Thank you very much. And then let's go with this to increase the morale of the departments. Alright, we're still doing good on the performance comparison. Nothing to see here. We're good here as well. Alright, let's just advance then. Oh, we're gonna have the Chinese Grand Prix. Cool. This is one of the new tracks that we can add to the calendar now, because the Chinese race is not on the calendar for the real life, but the track is in the game. And before the patch, the patch that was released earlier this week, we could not add China and Portugal to the calendar, but now we can. This is the very first season where I'm gonna be racing in China and also in Portugal. Portugal is later down the season, but China is right now, which is cool. So it's kind of a new track for us to race this season. So here's the thing that I want to check. Go to tire allocation. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna have more options, the 3 options, or no options at all. Let's see. Bam. No options. We should have like a white bar here that I could move right and left to choose between the options, but the white bar is not here. And I'm stuck with this option, which is the hard options. If you have the softest tires here for FP1, that means you chose the hardest option, which means I'm still stuck with the same option that I had in the first race of the season. Meaning that right now, whatever choice you do in the first race is going to carry on to all the remaining races of the season. So I don't know if this is a glitch or if this was on purpose. So yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna have a new track. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna race anymore tonight, but I'm gonna go through all the practice. There's also no Pirelli hot laps for these tracks. So as you can see, I don't have the Pirelli hot laps options right now. I can go straight to the race weekend. Usually you have the Pirelli hot laps before you can go to the race weekend. So you can only do Pirelli hot laps for the official races on the calendar. So there's no Pirelli hot laps for China. Probably no Pirelli hot laps for Portugal, which is fine with me. I don't even like those, but so yeah, it's cool. And there's also no Pirelli hot laps for the first race of the season, Bahrain. I don't know why, but that's also okay with me. So anyway, let's go to the race weekend. I'm gonna go through the practice sessions, and then I'm gonna have this race on Friday, because tomorrow I'm gonna be working all day, and then only on Friday I'm gonna be able to stream again. Or maybe tomorrow during the night, just like at the same time as we're doing right now. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in 24 hours from now, I can stream again, and maybe we can do this race. I don't know. Anyway, so we have FP1, FP2, FP3. No rain for the race. Great, because I just had a super rainy race. I really did not want another super rainy race. Okay, there's nothing to do here. What about the progress? We're still the same. I still have to recover to here. We were at the maximum, and then we lost some of the car parts due to regulation changes, but everybody else did as well. Some people even lost a lot more than we did, so that's fine. And these parts are automatic parts that the game is going to give me little by little throughout the season. So there's nothing I can do. I can only wait, and then from time to time we're gonna go up a little bit, and then then up a little bit more, and then up a little bit more until we can get back to the 1000 points, which is gonna happen only on the next season, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna switch between parts 3 and 4 now until half of the season. So I'm gonna be using the parts that are more worn to the practice and parts that are less worn to the actual race. So right now we have here 3 and 5, so we're gonna go with 5 for the practice sessions. 3 and 4, let's go with 4. Then we have 4 and 3, let's go with 4. We have 5 and 4, let's go with 5. 5 and 5, let's go with whatever has less laps, which is this one. And here we have 0%. I didn't use anything from my control electronics part in Australia. Look at this, it's still 0. I took 29 laps with it. It shows here that I actually took 29 laps in Australia, but 0 where? Alright, cool. Let's go with 3 then. Here I have 6 and 9. Let's go with 9. Then I'm gonna switch to the less used parts for the actual race. Alright. I think I don't know how. Oh, actually, I cannot do this. I need to go to track and do the sessions myself, because I don't have a setup for this track. Oh shit, we need to develop a setup here. Never mind that. So I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna do all of this on Friday. On Friday we're gonna have to take our sweet ass time to go through these sessions and develop a setup for this this track. I don't have a setup for this one. Neither to Portugal. I'm gonna be using those parts. That's okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do this on Friday, so I can do this with calm, little by little. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here, so thank you very much, Hunger for More, for being here throughout the entirety of that boring race in the rain. Thank you very much, my friend, for being here once again. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, get some rest when you're done working, and I'll see you around, my friend. I'm gonna say a few words in Portuguese and then I gotta go. You're welcome, you have a good one. Yeah, thank you very much, my friend. You too. Então, galera, então é isso aí. Eu vou fechar essa livezinha aqui agora, que era só para completar aquela corrida chatinha na chuva lá na Austrália mesmo. E aí, essa corridinha da China aqui é a primeira vez que eu vou correr na China nesse jogo, no modo carreira, porque só agora nesse último patch que foi permitido a gente adicionar a China e Portugal para o calendário. Então, eu vou correr na China pela primeira vez. Eu não tenho um set para a China. Então, eu vou ter que desenvolver esse set. Eu vou deixar para fazer isso na sexta, porque amanhã eu estou trabalhando o dia inteiro, não vou ter como fazer live amanhã. Então na sexta-feira, com calma, eu vou participar de todas essas sessões aqui para a gente desenvolvendo o setup para essa pista. E é isso. E aí na sexta a gente faz isso então. A gente desenvolve um set para a China e corre aqui na China pela primeira vez. Não sei como é que os AIs vão estar aqui. Não sei se os AIs vão estar fortes ou estar fracos nessa pista. Nem mesma coisa em Portugal. A Portugal é só mais para frente no calendário mesmo. Se não me engano, Portugal está no lugar do México. Eu tirei México e botei Portugal. Então Portugal vai ser a antepenúltima corrida. Se não me engano. Enfim. Então China é a terceira, né? 1, 2, 3 China e Portugal é 3, 2, 1 é a antepenúltima, entendeu? A corrida número 3, uma de frente para trás, outra de trás para frente. Foda-se, isso não importa. Mas enfim, China, sexta-feira a gente faz aí, desenvolve um set, faz um monte de coisa, tá bom? Então é isso, galerinha, se cuidem, fiquem com tudo, uma ótima quinta-feira para todo mundo. E sexta-feira a gente tá de volta, beleza? Ok, bye bye for now, thanks for watching once again. See you guys around. Valeu, galera, um beijo, um queijo, fui, balão.